Islands Tonight Access Now starts now.
Happy Friday. You're watching Access Now. I'm Marlena Leonard with the light and lighthearted news to take you into the weekend. Of course, part of what makes a great weekend is great weather. So let's check in with our weatherman, Basil Dean, to see how things are shaping up. Happy Friday, Basil.
Happy Friday to you as well, Melena. And the area of showers and thunderstorms now across the northwest Bahamas, it is associated with a westward moving trough, and that will continue pushing towards the west. So those showers that you're currently seeing around the Andros, Grand Bahama area, they will move onto the area by tomorrow with skies clearing over the central and southeastern islands tonight. Now, your boating forecast in the northwest and central islands tonight, winds are going to be southeast at 12 to 18 knots, the wave height 3 to 6 feet. Low tide, that will take place at 10:07 tonight, so that small craft caution remains in place for the northwest and central islands tonight. And for the southeast of the islands, the wind's still a bit strong down there. East to southeast at 15 to 20 knots, the wave height 4 to 7 feet. Caution flags also up for the southeast Bahamas. And then Saturday through Sunday in the northwestern islands, the winds will fall off quite nicely, becoming southeast at 10 to 15 knots. So we will drop the caution flags for you boaters in the northwest Bahamas tomorrow. Wave height subsiding 2 to 4 feet, low tide 10:01 in the morning, with a high tide at 4:40 in the afternoon. For the central islands, southeast winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. And in the southeastern islands, Saturday and Sunday, the winds also southeast, but continuing at 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet. So the caution flag continue for the central and southeastern islands right into Sunday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
When I was by the fry, I had to close my eyes. That's the moment I realized I don't want to see my baby dancing with nobody. Oh, you gon' make me lose my mind if you leave me.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full one update.
Thanks so much, Basil. Sounds like hopefully we can get that weather out of the way so we can get to that good weekend. Well, the Leadership Empowerment Conference pays homage to our country's female politicians. The two-day event kicked off today. And World Breastfeeding Week wraps up with today's big latch-on event to promote and support breastfeeding. Stick around to see what went down. And Miss World Bahamas Mauritian Burrows jets off to Vietnam for international competition. We'll take you along for her send-off. And your Friday sports report is on the way. But up next, Bahamian entertainer Sherrod Taylor joins us live in studio for a live performance. That and so much more when Access Now returns.
Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Ding ding dong.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Here is the Disaster Risk Management Authority's official 2026 emergency shelter listing for the Central Bahamas for Cat Island, Exuma, Long Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador. Cat Island, St. Mark's Anglican School, Port Howell. Seaview Seventh-day Adventist Church, Wilson Bay. Holy Redeemer Catholic Church, Newbite. Mount Sinai Native Baptist Church, Newbite. St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Arthurstown. Long Island, First Assemblies Discipleship Center, Salt Pond, Community Center in Clarencetown, Holy Cross Anglican Church, Hamilton's, Holy Family Anglican Church, Mortimer's, Salem Baptist Church in Millers, Seymour's Gospel Church in Seymour's, St. Athanasius in Dedminski, St. Paul's Anglican Parish, Clarencetown. In Rum Cay, the Rum Cay All-Age School, and San Salvador, the Gerace Research Center, United States, Idell Jones Community Hall, Coburn Town, St. Stephen's Native Baptist Church, Coburn Town, and St. Peter's Native Baptist Church, Long Bay.
Your little trick. I say, baby, hold up. You got to understand, I ain't never cheat on you. I'm a faithful man. She said, then who was that gal? You was riding in your Jeep. I said, that's
Welcome back. You're watching Access Now, and it's Entertainment Friday. You'll see him perform that song very soon, but joining us to chat about music, his career, and creating one of the country's most polarizing songs is Sherrod Taylor. So let's jump right in. First of all, welcome to Access Now.
Thank you for having me.
But let's just jump right in and peel this Band-Aid off. Tell us about Bahamian Men Don't Cheat. What inspired the song, and is it the truth?
It is the truth. Bahamian men don't cheat. That's the truth. So what inspired the song, honestly, what inspired it, I was at a bar, just like the song says. So the song's talking truth. I was at a bar, and I heard two guys in a conversation talking about how, you know, his wife, one said his
Asking
wife
all these
really,
questions.
no, his wife was more like, as long as my husband comes home, I know my husband isn't a cheater, da-da-da.
Okay.
And so I was listening, me being a typical Bahamian, I was listening and I was just absorbing everything they said. And then when I got home, I started to write. And then I got a call from Ray Ewing from Keep the Vibe Alive. And he was like, Sherrod, they have this rhythm called the Berry Tree Rhythm. I need you to write a song to it. And I was like, hold on, this is coming together. So he sent the track over. I finished writing the song to the track, and the rest is history.
Amazing. So tell us more about your career. Were you always singing? Did you just come out singing? Or did the music industry kind of sneak up on you?
Singing. I came out the womb singing. I've been singing from, I think my first performance was at 3 years old at Christ the King in Freeport. From there, I was a part of the Grand Bahama Youth Choir. I was a part of the Freeport Players Guild. I was also a teacher. I left my teaching job because I wanted to focus on my music. And so, I mean, a lot of people from Freeport know that I started like my main career right in Port Lacaya, sitting down, singing for tips, you know? And it's just been a drive from there to where I am now. And so I just thank God for the journey, you know?
Amazing. Now, talk about some of your inspirations in the industry, or maybe some of your collaborators.
Okay, so some of my inspirations, definitely Sweet Emily, Veronica Bishop, KB, you know, the greats.
Yes.
Of course, the greats are, because the greats.
They're greats for a reason.
I have to mention my girl Whitney Houston, because I love Whitney Houston.
Speaking of greats.
you know, I am also a ballad singer as well. And so if you listen, my music arrangements are more R&B, even though it's rake and scrape. The arrangement of it is, it takes
more
like,
stylized.
Yes. So I pull inspiration from all genres of music, because I have a song called "Keep That Same Energy" that has more of a rock. It's rake and scrape.
Yeah.
But it has
with a flair,
rock.
some spice
You know.
in it.
And so that's what I try to do. I try to make blends of the type of music that I like, and use the influences of artists that I love, like Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson. Like, you can hear some of them in some of my rake and scrape songs. So yeah.
So what other projects or works do we have to look forward to?
Okay, so I just dropped a new song called "I Ain't Gonna Do It No More."
Oh. Well, there's a theme going on here.
There's a theme going on. I ain't gonna do it no more. It's now available on all streaming platforms. It's on radio. It's everywhere. So you guys can check it out. It's called "I Ain't Gonna Do It No More" by Sherrod Taylor. Call your local radio station, ask for it. Yeah, and so it's almost like a follow-up to Bahamian Man Don't Cheat. So y'all just gotta listen to both songs, and then y'all figure out what is what.
Yes, do your homework, your reading comprehension.
Yes.
But first, like we were saying, Bahamian Man Don't Cheat. So now we'll get a live performance of the hit song, Bahamian Man Don't Cheat. Take it away.
Bahamian Man Don't Cheat, you know.
Sherrod Taylor. I was in the bar just drinking my collect. When my woman say, you think I fool, I catch a little trick. I say, baby, hold up, you got to understand, I ain't never cheat on you, eyes of faithful mine. She said, then who was that guy you was riding in your Jeep? I said, that's my cousin from Freeport, you see. She just rolled her eyes and she suck her teeth. I grabbed my bed and I just start to repeat. Bahamian man don't cheat. We may got a sweetheart, maybe 2 or 3, but we still coming home 'cause we loyal. Just say what you want, Bahamian man don't cheat. She said say, what about that gal you was hugging tight? I said, that's my pastor's daughter I was praying for. She said, why you phone always wrong with the code? I said, cause I don't want nobody going through my phone. She said, you smell like perfume and your shirt inside out. I was helping Miss Pearline move some boxes out her house. She said, you too slick, boy, your mouth too sweet. I said, call the DJ and run that beat. But hey, man, don't cheat. We make out a sweetheart, maybe 2 or 3. But we still coming home cause we loyal. Say what you want, but hey, man, don't cheat. Listen, let this be a lesson to all you women out there. We Bahamian man is the creme de la creme, yeah. Sometimes we may stray, sometimes we may roam, but you know we loyal, then you know we coming home. Bahamian man, don't cheat. We may got a sweetheart, maybe 2 or 3. But we still coming home cause we loyal. Say what you want, Bahamian man, don't cheat. Bahamian man, don't cheat. We may got a sweetheart, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah. But we still coming home cause we loyal. Say what you want, Bahamian man, don't cheat. Yeah. Boy, we don't cheat you though. I know why y'all just carry us so high. Hey, but we still coming home cause we loyal. Say what you want, Bahamian man, don't cheat. Yeah. Woo. We don't cheat, man. Sherrod Taylor.
Thanks so much, Sherrod. Well, you heard it here, folks. Bahamian man, don't cheat. Well, stay with us. More Access Now is coming right up.
It's scorching, piping hot. I mean, just blazing. No, I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Devon corned beef, 12 ounces, $2.49. Hunt's ketchup, 32 ounces, $3.49. Whole chicken wings, $1.79 per pound. Boneless pork chop or roast, $2.99 per pound. Sweet jumbo black plums, $2.39 per pound. Not at this one or that one. You find real savings at every Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at a service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Well, have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? Spider-Man Brand New Day, the latest in the franchise, is still setting and breaking records as the Tom Holland-led movie continues its impressive start at the box office. The film has landed the highest-grossing first week in domestic box office history. It has surpassed $500 million in North America in its first 7 days, becoming the fastest film to reach that $500 million milestone, beating out Avengers Endgame, which hit the threshold in 8 days after opening in April of 2019. Well, speaking of impressive starts, that brings us to our next story. We introduced you to them earlier this week, and today the two-day Empower Her Leadership Summit kicked off at Margaritaville. The event focuses on preparing the next generation of women to lead in their communities, careers, and country. Lyle Maycock has more.
A ballroom filled with leaders, mentors, and women ready to grow. That was as seen as Empower Her Leadership Summit got underway Friday, bringing together hundreds for 2 days of learning, networking, and inspiration. This morning's inaugural session's keynote speaker, the Honorable Justice Joyanne Ferguson, encouraged women to embrace the digital age, saying it should be used to empower others, not feared.
If these tools are used properly and effectively, we can use it to empower. Ladies, do not fear these tools. What we as faith-based women need to do is sanctify the tools.
Founder and Chief Executive Officer of the Global Leadership Empowerment Network, Dr. Brenda Pratt, says the summit was created to help women prepare for their next assignment while building relationships that last beyond this weekend.
We wanted to create a space where women can come and be empowered, be inspired, be impacted for their next assignment, their next journey, and to also create a space for collaboration and connections as women in leadership and those who are aspiring and called to leadership, the next generation.
That message struck a chord with educator and business owner Ariel Fox, who believes the summit reinforced the importance of leading with faith and confidence.
One thing that I took away from that was you should not be fearful. You should walk by faith and not by sight.
And for many in the room, like Pastor Cleo Williams, the summit was about more than individual growth. It was about investing in the next generation.
In this room, I believe, is the future of our nation. In this room is the solutions that we need. In this room is the empowerment of the next. Our tomorrow is sitting in this space.
The summit continues through Saturday with leadership and economic empowerment sessions, an address by international speaker Dr. Sidney Trim, and a ceremony honoring more than 21 women who have served or continue to serve in government. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Lyle Maycock.
Thanks so much, Lyle. Well, yesterday, our guests on the show were from the Bahamas National Breastfeeding Association, and today they hosted the big Latch-On event as they wrap up World Breastfeeding Week. Our West Calix Forbes reports.
The main one, they like to say, my milk ain't enough for the baby. They always think that, so they got to do some combo feeding, I call it. They got to give some breast, and they got to give some formula too. That is a myth.
That's the Bahamas National Breastfeeding Association President, Nurse Chernika McCarty, who took the time to bust some myth and encourage breastfeeding and the importance of it as World Breastfeeding Week comes to a close.
There's less chance of the baby getting rotten teeth, crooked teeth. The babies have a lower chance of getting juvenile diabetes. Okay, there's a less chance of them having air infections. Okay, or otitis media of the air. There are many benefits. Neonatal jaundice is another issue. When the babies are about 8 days or very young, they can have the yellowing of the skin and the eyes. And
according to health reports, the exclusive breastfeeding rate in the Bahamas is approximately 1 in 4 infants, which is 22%, a number that BNVA wants to see increase.
Now, the last study we did in 2002, I think it was, or 2003, the study showed that exclusive breastfeeding was only at 35%. So, and WHO says they want at least 50% of our women breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. So we have a little ways to go here in the Bahamas. We are much better than years past, because when we did the study in 2018, we were only at 18%.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
Thanks so much, Wes. And she's off after months of preparation for international competition. Miss World Bahamas Marisha Burrows jetted off 9,716 miles away to Vietnam for the 73rd Miss World pageant. At her official send-off event yesterday, the beauty queen says this journey is about more than a crown.
Thank you so much to the entire Bahamas for just continuously supporting me. Every single time, even if it was just a prayer. I appreciate all of those single moments because that actually enabled me to be right here, right now in front of you.
This year's theme is Beauty with a Purpose, and Mauritian's platform focuses on inspiring youth to be their most confident selves. She'll go head-to-head with 122 contestants from around the world at the grand finale on September 5th. Good luck, Mauritian. Well, stay with us. You're watching Access Now.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Eleuthera, we've helped 122 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $3 million in approved funding, the SPDC is strengthening Eleuthera's economy by investing in its leading sectors: tourism, food and beverage, and agriculture. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SPDC, Bahamas.
This hurricane season, don't wait until a storm is on the way. The time to protect your most valuable assets is today.
Talk to us before it's too late. Don't wait till devastation is at your door. We can help you protect your home from all kinds of perils, including hurricanes.
In the event a storm is traveling, new policies cannot be issued until after the storm has passed. We're here to help you weather the storm with peace of mind.
Here is the Disaster Risk Management Authority's official 2026 emergency shelter listing for the Northwest Bahamas for Abaco, Andros, the Berry Islands, Bimini, Grand Bahama, Eleuthera, and New Providence. The Berry Islands: Church of God of Prophecy, Great Harbor Key; David A. Dean Community Center, Bullocks Harbor. In Bimini, Gateway Gymnasium, Baileytown; Louise McDonald High School, Alistown; Urban Renewal Building, Special Needs Shelter in Alistown. Eleuthera: Wesley Methodist Church Hall, Palmetto Point; Church of the Nazarene, Palmetto Point; the Salvation Army, Palmetto Point; Emily G. Petty Primary School, Governors Harbor; Georgie Johnson Memorial Center, Hatchet Bay; Bahamas Methodist Habitat, Camp Simonet, James Sister; Charles Wesley Methodist Church, Lower Bogue; Mission Church of God, Upper Bogue; the Current Community Center, The Current; Haitian Baptist People Church, The Bluff; Zion Methodist Church, Current Island; New Jerusalem Church in Blackwood; Sir George Roberts Public Library, Harbor Island; Lighthouse Church of God, Harbor Island; New Alliance Church of God, Harbor Island; Wesley Methodist Church, Harbor Island; Church of God of Prophecy, Tarpon Bay; Deep Creek Primary School, Deep Creek; Green Castle Primary School, Green Castle; Wimpsespite Primary School at Wimpsespite; and the Frederick G. Guild Complex, Rock Sound.
You're looking at a shot of Margaritaville, and your Access Now Sports Report is next.
Welcome to your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Bahamas picking up a pair of bronze medals at the 2026 Central American and Caribbean Games in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic on Thursday. After being in third for much of the competition, the 242's two-person mixed dinghy team of Patrick Tomlinson and Mary Jack Nash ended the competition that way, taking the bronze medal in sailing. They were spectacular in their final two races of the series in that division, just missing out on a silver. They would win both the 11th and 12th. In athletics, national record holder in the men's pole vault, Brendan Vanderpool, also made sure he wasn't coming home empty-handed. He soared to 5.10 meters to finish third in the men's pole vault competition. Bahamas now has 3 medals at the CAC Games. And over in Oregon at the World Under-20 Championships, Bahamian junior national record holder Zion Davis locking up a spot in the finals of the men's 400 meters. In semifinal heat, he would get the job done at running a top 3 time, crossing the tape of 45.96 seconds. It was neck and neck for Davis with Guyanese runner Malachi Austin, who would edge him out in the final 150 meters. More results from the U20 World Championships in the weekend sportscast. From golf things wrapping up over on the greens at the Royal Blue Golf Course on Thursday evening at the 2026 Caribbean Golf Championships. Teeing off for the Zenith Soul sports team is our Swanson Gibson Jr.
The final day of this year's Caribbean Amateur Golf Championships came down to the wire as the eventual division champions and runners-up were separated by a slim margin headed into this grand finale. In the George Teal Trophy Women's Division, the Bahamas would put on an impressive string of performances, finishing second overall with 36 over and a final team score of 468. It would be Puerto Rico claiming the division title, finishing 13 over with a final total score of 445.
Honestly, I felt like there are a lot of things in my game that I could have tightened up better, but throughout this whole week, I feel like I finished as best as I can, but it's not the finish I wanted, but there's a lot of work to be improved on.
I feel like we had a lot of pressure going on to us, so it definitely made a big impact on our score today, but nonetheless, we definitely did okay. I mean, it's our home course, but it wasn't too good. It's second place. It's all right.
And in the Horman Cup men's division, the Bahamas men's team would wrap up play in the top 5, finishing 34 over with a final score of 898. Claiming the George Teal Trophy and Horman Cup would be Puerto Rico, giving them the overall CAGC title, their head coach, Eduardo Figueroa.
It's big for us, and for me as a coach, the conditions in the course, they were very tough. It was humid, it was windy the last day. It was a great course, so I'm very happy to the guys and the lady that played awesome today. And one of my ladies shot 1 under today, which is a great course. So for Puerto Rico, it's a big win.
At the conclusion of the championship, the Bahamas Golf Federation holding a closing ceremony to celebrate the division winners and runners-up. The competitors retreated to a Junkanoo rush out to cap their experience off at the Bahamas' first CAGC in a decade. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Swanson Gibson Jr.
Thanks, Swanson. Hoops News is a staple in the local summer camp scene. The Jeff Rogers basketball camp in full swing over at Sir Kendall. Campers getting the opportunity to learn from some legends.
Camp is very important. I mean, I already accept this as a ministry. I accept it as a call for me to give back to the community. And it's just a great experience to know that that parents, look forward and wanting to have this camp around, to place their kids, to have something to do during the summertime in a positive environment.
Man, it's like a ritual, a tradition. We've been doing this for 30 plus years now, so I look forward to this every summer, every off season. Ask Jeff when is the camp, find out the dates, because it is my duty to come back and talk to the kids and to inform them, to educate them about the history of basketball in the Bahamas, not just what I've done, but what other players before me have done and players since me are doing right now with Buddy Hield and DeAndre Ayton and VJ Edgecombe, continuing the tradition of Bahama basketball in the NBA. I'm so proud of those guys, and they make me feel so good when I get to watch them play, knowing they're representing the Bahamas and representing me, representing you, and everybody else out there watching.
And that's been your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
Well, that does it for Access Now. I want to call Swanson Gibson Jr. off the bench to come help me with this trash ball tonight, but that does it.
Illinois, I'm back.
Good night, everyone, and have a great weekend.
Take care, have a good weekend. I come back next week.
Oh, no, you go.
love and happiness. Yeah, something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Yeah, love.